See that float plane right there? Yep, we're going to chase big lake trout and big pike at Lakers Unlimited. We're heading out to Lakers Unlimited, one of my favorite places I've ever been. My buddy Captain Bruce owns the place, and we've been filming shows together for 10 years. Heading out there, gonna have a great time. There's always giant lake trout, and we're always catching giant pike.
This place is incredible. We fly across miles and miles of wilderness to get here and come on this humongous lake that you can't even see the end of from the plane. It was just amazing. Now we're in this beautiful bay. It looks like it's the size of most lakes I've been on, and it's just a tiny little dot of this place. It's just amazing. I love being here. I'm so excited to go fishing tomorrow.
Lakers Unlimited, Northern Saskatchewan. I just can't tell you how happy I am right now. It's been a couple years since I've seen Bruce and everybody, and just coming up here, jumping in that Cessna Caravan, flying across the tundra, the boreal forest, and coming across those beautiful sand dunes. It's on, baby, it's on. Heading out in the morning, the first day here at Lakers Unlimited, it's a great fishery. It's a beautiful morning out, but you still just never know what the fishing's gonna be like that day. As we're heading out, the lake is calm, everything's feeling right, and we get to a spot and we drop in and immediately hook a fish. That didn't take long. How we do it around here. It hit the bottom. That literally hit the bottom. I felt it tick, 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 tick. Wow. Fish on. Wow. Not bad for the first lake of the trip. Come on now. The thing about Lakers Unlimited is you can get spoiled in a real hurry here.
It's gonna be tough not to cuss on this one. Oh my God. See, about 10, 15.
This guy?
Nice, first lake trout. I don't even get to touch it. It's too small to take a picture of. So first day at Lakers Unlimited. First lake trout ever. Beautiful lake trout, about 10, 12 pounds. Get it to the boat, I'm all excited. Bruce just unhooks it and lets it go. It wasn't even big enough to bring in the boat.
Oh my God, look at that thing just burned off 70 feet of line. What the fish are biting on, what they're doing, and when you're here at Lakers, most of the time, it's about Bruce lighting up the smoke. Getting in position. Yeah, baby. Right off the bat, we start banging up big fish. I mean, 22, 25, it's soft. 26. It's like one after the other. I mean, it's just happening. My buddy Louie's over there. He doesn't even know what to say. This is his first trip up here. I mean, it was just unbelievable.
Yeah, catching these lake trout for the first time was pretty incredible. Arm was very sore fighting those fish all day long. Some of those bigger fish, you hook and it just feels like you're snagged. You set the hook really, really hard and they just don't move. They just sit there. And then you start to reel and you realize you're not reeling anything. It's just spinning the reel. And amazingly strong fish. Even the smaller fish were super hard fighters all the way to the boat. They never gave up. Took us a long time to get the fish in. So it was really, really fun to fight them. Made it for a full day. Yeah, baby. The old You know, got slow in some spots, but stayed steady, and it was just amazing. We just caught so many beautiful fish, and it was just a blast. We had a great day.
Stuff's awesome, man.
Where's my emotional support? He left? Yeah.
Your emotional support,
Hopefully
Masco?
he's coming back with a drink.
Okay. So lots of people don't understand what it takes to run a place like this, and all the things that go into it to make it possible for us to even be here in the summer months. And the biggest part of it all is getting here everything that we need for the summer here in the winter. And the winter time can be very cruel if you've never experienced northern Canada before. So what we do is we bring everything in over an ice road that we make ourselves. And we start off by hauling everything as far north as we can. And when we can get as far as we can go, then I start making our own ice road with big machinery, and we haul semi-loads of stuff right into camp, right over the ice, over the lake, from about 200 miles from where the last road ends. So the ice thickness is a major part, and obviously our safety is top priority. Not exactly getting all the good stuff into camp for you guys, but I need at least 30 inches of ice to safely travel, and I prefer 48, but not all the time do we get it. So we'll bring in all of our dry goods for the entire season, as well as fuel. Fuel's the big one. That's what weighs the most and the hardest to move. But everything from sugar to flour to toilet paper to bottles of water come in here in the wintertime. Anything that can freeze and stay frozen until we get here in the summertime and preserve itself, we bring in the winter. While on the ice road itself, we're allowed to be 73,000 pounds maximum, so I normally can't get all of it in one load. So there's multiple loads that have to come in. So we're bringing in close to 15,000 gallons of fuel for the summer. And then dry goods and stuff, just it's a lot of weight. There's multiple trucks and trailers going in and out. I think what makes Lakers Unlimited different from a lot of other places anywhere else is just a diversity of fishing within a stone's throw of each other in this lake. For example, we went grayling fishing one night and caught a grayling, a pike, and a lake trout all in one spot. So that definitely has it there. And I mean, as far as the lodge amenities, I put a lot of care into our boats and tried to get the best boats we could up here that you aren't going to find in any other fly-in fishing lodge.
But today we decided to make a big run over to the other lodge called Spring Bay. It's gonna be about 40 miles, and we're hoping, because we gotta cross the big lake, it doesn't get too rough. Oh boy, got a little rough. You know, it's one of the things about this lake, you gotta be really careful going anywhere. Weather could happen, waves can be aggressive, and you just gotta be careful when you're getting out there on the big lake. Take your time, be smart.
In the morning it was pretty calm. We got out on the water, a little bit of waves. It got pretty choppy. By the time we got there, we were pretty beat up. A couple hours on the water in a little boat. Pretty good ride.
One of the famous things about the Spring Bay area over at the Spring Bay part of the lodge is the big pike. So our idea was to get over there and try to chase some of these pike that haven't seen a lure in like 5 years. So as you're heading across the lake towards Spring Bay, you can see the topography changes. It goes from these big rocky granite cliffs down to like a shallower, flatter area. And you can tell that that's why all these big weed beds grow up, and this is where the big pike are.
He lets me have the rod first, so I get up, and of course it's bait casting, so I'm a little nervous because I tend to knot up the reel a little bit once in a while. And so I go out and let a nice cast out, and I was like, oh yeah, I had some confidence. reel it back in, no hits. Second cast, huge pike, just drills it.
So right away we go to topwater fishing. I mean, there's nothing better than topwater pike. And Louis smokes a giant, like 45-inch pike on a wake bait right off the bat. Ah, yeah, there you go. You got him? No, he missed it. You got him? See that blow up? Second cast, explosion. That's pretty cool. Another one. Look at that fish. Oh, okay. Hold it. There's a fish.
So right away, first 10 minutes of fishing, I have the biggest pike of my life, and it's a great day already. Topwater fishing's so much fun. We did a little bit of it last year or the year before for some bass and a few pike, but here the pike are huge, and it was so much fun. We had some new stuff that Dennis brought from Fish Lab, and some old stuff that we had before, some wake bait, and dragging those through and just watching those pike come up and smash it is just awesome.
Check that out. It's like a buzz bait. Gonna make a lot of noise. We're running a wake bait, but I just don't know if they're hearing it or seeing it, so we're gonna try to make a little more disturbance. Oh, bam! Woo! That's a big one. On the rat, baby. Did you get that? Oh, baby. Yes! Blew up the rat. Look at that one, Louie. Oh, you know what I forgot? Look at that. Oh. Measure. Bigger than that one. Yeah. So we take off and we go to Maurice Bay and we go to check out a few different weed beds for pike, and then we found the walleye. Walleye fishing at Athabasca, you know, it's not really a known thing. These fish are absolutely massive. Every walleye that we hook into is 24 to 29 inches long. Unreal. Oh, now he's gonna fight. Oh, I got one too. God, these are fun. The walleye plugs are smashing. Yeah, grab them. So with these bandit walleye plugs, what we're doing, we moved in here to this bay, we found the walleye, we've covered a lot of ground, but once we found them, they're eating them like crazy. So we're running them about 0.8 to 1.3 miles an hour, just kind of cruising through here, just swimming them right on top of the weed beds, and they're just kind of, they've got a nice little kick to them at that speed, pausing them, and they're just hammering them. So we're kind of cruising, kind of see we're on this willow line, and we're kind of cruising along here, along these willows, keeping it between 6 and 8 feet of water, right over top of the weed beds. Bigger fish here. This is a big one.
Started targeting some walleye, and it was incredible. We caught a couple here and there, and we're using some bandits. Kept dragging them through this area and got in some water about 7 feet deep. Little weed beds on the bottom, and we just started drilling them.
we're starting running these plugs, these bandit plugs, right over top of the weed beds. We're running them over top and through the weeds. 7 foot was the key, sparse weeds, and the walleye were stacked. Probably about 15 to 17 walleye in about an hour. All just big fish, aggressive, fighting so hard. I mean, I think we figured that we caught like 60 walleye in 4 hours. World class, to say the least. Yesterday was a pretty monumental day. My buddy Mark caught a 41-pound lake trout. And the other group here, the Laker Taker group, they caught a 38-pounder. So that tells us the big Lakers are moving in, they're hungry, and we've got a beautiful day. So we better take advantage of it and go chase them. One of the things about here at Lake Athabasca is when you set the hook on a big trout, you know what? It could be anything. World record is out of this lake, 101 pounds. I'll take it. You can see that fish swam successfully down to the bottom. That's kind of the end of it by the 5 there. You can see it on the hummingbird. Well, I mean, a real nice fish, Brucey. A real nice.